Hello, Filter Free Amerika listeners. Joey Vincent is back in your ears. But let me warn you up front, this is not a normal episode of the Filter Free Amerika podcast. No, what this is a sneak peek, a sampling, an appetizer promotion for my upcoming album that releases tomorrow, February 6, 2019. Name of that album, Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Suck-cess. Yes, that's the whole title. It is. Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Suck-cess is the title of my debut stand-up comedy album. And I wanted to give something special to the Filter Free Amerika listeners that no one else is going to get. Unless you listen to this podcast, unless you listen to this specific episode of this podcast, you are not going to get this free sample. The album releases officially tomorrow. That's February 6th, my birthday, February 6th, 2019. That's the release date. It is available for pre-order right now on iTunes. So what I'm trying to do is I want to give you guys two sample tracks, an appetizer, if you will, just two tracks right from dead center, literally right dead center of the album. And I'm going to play both of those for you here on this little mini episode of the podcast here, this little special podcast episode. I don't know what you call it. It's blatant promotion is what it is, but I don't know what you would call it, to make it not sound like that. But it is that, because I want you to go purchase the CD. I want you to have it. I'm very proud of it. I worked very hard of it. It's literally 8 years of my best material, my first 8 years in comedy, and I really like it. And that's usually not an easy thing for most comedians to like what they create. But I worked hard on this, and I picked just the right material, and it works really well together. And I had some great people helping me, and both on the artistic end as far as the packaging and on the recording end and all that. And it turned out fantastic, and I'm super happy with it. And again, I want you to buy a copy of it. It's available in pre-order right now on iTunes, and again tomorrow on the 6th. I don't know when you're listening to this. It may already be available, but whatever. It will be available for straight sale. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I need as many people to go get it right now. Go get it right now, and give me an opportunity to debut highly in the iTunes Top 100 Comedy Albums. Give me a chance to get that album. If I get it in the top 30, of course, it gets displayed on that page. And that will always, of course, lead to more sales, and more importantly, lead to more people seeing it, and giving me an opportunity to get some traction as a comedian in the world if enough people listen to it. So that's the goal, is to get you to spend money. I put this podcast out for free. I told you I'd never charge you for the podcast, and I never will. But this is an opportunity right here for you to, number one, get a great CD, funny CD, something to last and listen to, and also contribute to the podcast, because, of course, any profits I make from the podcast or from the album sales are naturally going to also influence the podcast, because I fund the podcast completely, absolutely on my own. And so that's what this is going to be about. So we're going to play a couple tracks, let you check that out. And I will tell you this, I'm going to make a very special deal, again, only for the listeners of the Filter Free Amerika podcast. If you're not listening to this episode, you're not going to get this deal, okay? Here's the deal. If you download, pre-order, order the order my album, Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Suck-cess, the cost is going to be $9.99, right? That's what it is. But what you do is, all I need you to do is take a screenshot of you making the purchase on iTunes, right? And then email or message me on Facebook, whichever is easier for you. And you can message me through the Filter Free Amerika Facebook page, or through my personal Facebook page, if you want to find me there, if you haven't found me yet already. And you just send me via message a screenshot of you making that purchase at $9.99 iTunes purchase, okay? And send me a shipping address of where you would like to receive something else, a bonus, right? And I will tell you, part of that bonus is going to be a hard copy of the CD itself. You will get a hard copy CD I'll scribble my name on there for any potential value in the future if it's ever worth anything, right? And also, I'm going to toss in a couple little promotional things and cool little gifts that I'm going to toss in with that delivery too. So not only going to get the download of the CD, you're also going to have a physical copy of the CD. And that's really cool to get because, again, the artwork was done by a guest of the podcast, Doug Kalberg. And he is a pretty successful comic book artist. And he did the cover work, album work for me. And it's very cool to get that. In addition to that, there's also some nifty little Easter eggs hidden within the album packaging that unless you have a physical copy of the album, you're not going to be able to see that stuff. So if that's any value to you, consider that when you make your $9.99 purchase on the download, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to play 2 tracks off my debut stand-up comedy album, Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Success, excuse me, right now.
Oh, I'm poor. Poor. Probably has something to do with the lack of education and tattooing. But I'm definitely poor. By applause, are there any other poor people in the audience? Where the poor people at? Poor people. Okay. Weird. We got all the poor people on one side. We got the rich people over here. It's cool, guys. Stick together. It's cool. We're trash over here. It is. Don't worry, guys. After the show, we're going to rob them. We'll like tie them up with bootstraps to be ironic. Look, we're pulling ourselves up, assholes. Look at that. Empty out your pockets. I'm just kidding. I hate poor people. I'm trying to be with you guys, I swear. Just buy 10,000 copies of the CD. Everything's cool. It's good. Poor. Sometimes it takes a while to realize how poor you are, right? I'll explain. Because like when you get like poor, like lifetime poor, you start having poor thoughts. These are unique thoughts, unique to poverty, right? People with money, people who've never struggled, they don't get it. Like here's the difference. Like when you're a kid growing up, right? You don't really get bothered by being poor because you don't really realize it, right? Because what is it when you're poor? Like 9 times out of 10, what? You live in a poor community around other poor people, and then you just hang out with those poor people's poor ass kids, and you guys do poor shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like sit in a circle and brag about the one time you got to go to the dentist. Woo, you know? That's poor people shit, this side of the audience. Right? It doesn't bother you then. You're around other poor motherfuckers. This is what it is. It's only when you get a little bit, like older in life and, start expanding your territory to meeting other people, you start to realize that there's other economic levels, shit's different, shit's changed, right? And that's when you start having these poor thoughts, okay? Here's an example of a poor thought I actually had. It's downtown Minneapolis a few years ago, getting ready to legally cross the street at a crosswalk, okay? And as I stepped into that crosswalk, a bright yellow Lamborghini made a right turn in violation of the walk sign, cut right in front of me, almost hit me. I almost died. Now, if you're on this side of the room, all right? If you're of average wealth or above, you got money, right? A perfectly logical thought is going to be something like, oh my God, I almost got hit by that Lamborghini. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm going to go back home to my family and roll naked in my money. That kind of thing. But a poor thought is the one that I had, and mine was, holy shit, I almost got hit by that Lambo. I could have got paid, bro. Right? Because that's when you know you're poor. When you start associating like major traffic accidents with a potential to move up in life. Like I'm paralyzed, but these lights are never getting cut off, ever again. I'm succeeding. Rich people don't have thoughts like that, right? Rich people don't ever think about that shit, Like, oh, here I'm getting ready to walk into the country club and Todd's backing out with his Lambo. Let me jump behind that and give me an extra $1 million. Mwah! Or however the fuck you rich people laugh, I don't know. I just know you laugh a lot. I know that. Because you got all that energy. Here's something rich people do say, though. Mo money, mo problems. I've never said that shit in my goddamn life. What is a more money problem? I don't even understand that. Like, oh, I get it. Like, you've got so much extra cash, you have to have special pockets installed in your pants to hold that cash. Big problem. Fuck you, rich people. Fuck you. I like to feel rich, though. I do like to feel rich, right? I get to do things to kind of trick myself into thinking that I'm rich. Now, here's an example of one I do, right? I shop at Aldi's because, again, poor, right? When at Aldi's, when you pay, see, they don't trust us poor people to return carts. So they have this very complex system of quarters and chains. You put a quarter in, it releases you the cart. Then you go shopping or, move your house from one side of the street to the other, whatever you're doing. But if you want that fucking quarterback, and we do, you gotta shuffle that cart back all the way to the building, regardless of where you parked, chain that motherfucker back in, and then they bless you with your money back. Here you go. Now get your poor ass out of our fucking parking lot. But to feel rich, this is what I do someday. Like, I'll go to all these, like, on a day that I got paid, so I've got like $10 extra, right? And I come out there and I'm like, I want to feel rich right now. Fuck this quarter. Right? And I'll shove that cart across the parking lot and then try to hit a car nicer than mine. And I feel rich for a minute. A little bit of economic freedom. Only cost me a quarter. Here's the time I feel the most rich, though. And it's in the morning time when I'm taking my morning shit. Right? Right? It's just not an average shit. Okay? Taking a shit and I'm smoking a joint. Like, I don't know shit about being rich. But I assume it feels something like shitting and smoking weed at the same time. Bad coming out, good coming in. Bad coming out, good coming in. You see how all the poor people are clapping? They're on my side, motherfuckers. I'm fucking around. I call that my Trump dump, though. That's what I call that. Sure, his are the same. I don't know. Maybe he just has nicer toilet paper. But here's the deal. If I ever did make it to your guys' side of the room, you know what I'm saying? Right? I would be lost, right? I wouldn't know how to be rich. I wouldn't know how to spend money. Because that's the thing, right? You've been poor your whole life. You get some extra money, like, what the fuck am I going to do with this shit? It's usually bills and then nothing, right? I got this extra money, right? So I've been thinking, like, I need to start making a list in case I actually do, like, win the lottery or something. Like, how am I going to spend this money? Because I'm an idiot, right? I need to know how to spend this money, right? So I got a small list started, not a lot on it. Number one, pay off all the bills. Be even in life. Don't know what that shit's like. Number two, new car. Brand new car. Doesn't have any poor people used car smells in there. Which is weird. Just so you know, how a poor person buys a car, we're like, what kind of car did you get? Fucking yellow. You don't go out looking for models of car. Like, which one can I run for? Yeah. So new car. Now, last thing on my list, back home at the house, I still have a lot of sheets covering the windows. But I tell you what, the day I get some money, the day I get paid, the thread count is definitely going up on those sheets. I'll give you some Egyptian shit. Looking fancy as I'm looking out the window. Like, fuck, there comes another bill collector. Don't answer the door. You guys are awesome. You guys having a good time? Make some noise. You having a good time?
All right. How was that? Did you like that? That was pretty good, right? That was some good stuff. That's 2 tracks off of my upcoming album, Neck Tattoos, or excuse me, the album. Fuck it, it's released now, right? It's in pre-order one more day as of the recording of this, but starting February 6, 2019, it's available worldwide. Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Suck-cess. That was 2 tracks off of, what tracks are that? I have a physical copy in my hand right now. I'm looking at that. What is that? Oh, it's that was track number 3 and track number 4, Poverty being number 3 and number 4 being Pretending I'm Rich. So yeah, you've heard that. That's the Poverty track. That's free to everybody who goes to iTunes. It's the free sample track. But the number 4 track, you didn't get that unless you got the CD. So, but you, the listener, you got a little surprise. So again, go right now, right? Go to iTunes, right? Search for Neck Tattoos and GEDs. It usually pops up right then. But the full title is Neck Tattoos and GEDs, or The Secret to My Suck-cess. And download it now. If it's pre-order, if you're hearing this the day I release this, and it's still pre-order, if you hear it starting tomorrow, it's you can order it. $9.99. And if you want some bonus stuff sent to you, mailed to you, all you need to do is take a screenshot of proving that you purchased the download, right? Shoot that to me via Facebook page message on the Filter Free Amerika Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page, or you can even send it via the Filter Free Amerika direct email, and that is filterfreeamerica@gmail.com. Again, Filter Free Amerika, America always intentionally misspelled with the letter K.com. You send me a copy of that screenshot. You send me a physical mailing address where you would like it sent to, and I am going to send it to you, okay? I don't care where you're at in the world either. How about that? I'm going to spend my money to send. I might even lose money on the deal. I may lose money on the deal like that. Right, I'm in New Zealand, and I would like a copy of the CD. I'm going to send it to you. It may take forever to get there because I'm going to use the cheapest form of mailing possible, but you will get it. Right, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get the hard copy, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna toss in a few little surprises. Nothing big. It's not like gold bars, right? I don't have gold bars. I wouldn't send them to you if I had gold bars. I would hoard those gold bars until the societal collapse happens, and I will trade gold bars for cans of cream corn, something like that. Whatever. But you're gonna get some prizes. You're gonna get some little prizes, and as a token of my appreciation. For number 1, helping me push the CD, helping it move up the iTunes top 100 comedy album charts, and also consider this a contribution to the podcast, because again, what I make is trickles into the podcast, because this is not cheap to do, and it gets expensive after a while. But whatever. But again, I'm proud of the CD. I know you're going to like it. If you enjoy this show in any kind of way, you are going to enjoy this album. Again, the best of all my material from my first 8 years in stand-up comedy, and it turned out really, really good, and I definitely want you guys to check it out. So as always, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for supporting me as a comic, supporting me as a podcaster, supporting the show. Please continue doing all the things you're doing, making sure you're going and rating and reviewing the podcast. 5-star reviews on iTunes. Make sure you're sharing it. Share your favorite episodes. Follow us on Twitter at FF Amerika. America misspelled the K. You can follow me on Instagram. I only have an Instagram for me right now. It's Mr. Joey Vincent on Instagram. And also go to the Filter Free Amerika Facebook page and rate and review me there as well too for the podcast. But doing any and all of those things is super helpful as a podcaster and as a comic. And you guys are doing a great job so far. So I really appreciate it. Again, go get the CD. You won't be a bad choice. All right. Love each other. Take care of each other. Love yourself. Love all the people important to you in your life. Do something kind. Do something generous. Not just buying a CD generous. Do something generous for somebody who's, who needs it, right? Help a friend move a couch, right? Something simple like that. You ever see that? You get your friend post on Facebook, hey, I'm moving again. I got kicked out of this place, and I need to go to another place, and I'll get kicked out in 30 days. Will you come help me move this couch? I'll buy you some beer and pizza, right? Do that one time, right? Do it one time. Okay, I'm not telling you to do it every time. Do it one time. Do something nice and beautiful. What else? Oh yeah, spade neuter your pets and children as always, and keep seeking the truth. Most definitely. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next actual, real Filter Free Amerika episode. That's not just a CD pitch, a pitch for my album, Neck Tattoos and GEDs are the secret to my success. Go buy that now. Bye.